Hey everyone, it's me, Sarah, and I wanted to make this video brief and really quick just to kind of explain why I've removed my videos Venting Part 1, Venting Part 2, and a Darin Conspiracy. Now, everyone is pretty well aware that I have trouble with a lot of the Darin fans and that we don't necessarily get along. And a lot of people, especially the Darin fans, if they see this, are going to think that I was pressured into removing those videos because of some of the things that they were saying and some of the warnings that they were giving me to take those videos down. But the real reason that I decided to take those videos down is because it wasn't right to have them up or to make them in the first place. A lot of the Darin fans felt offended and felt that it was rude, and you know something? The videos were rude. They may very well be true, they may very well not be true, but one thing that is true is that those videos were rude. I made them when I was very upset, I made them when I was angry, and I called a bunch of people insane. Those people may very well be insane. They might. It sure seems that way to me personally, with the things that I've been through with some of those Darin fans. But that doesn't make it right for me to make a video calling them insane. And as crazy as I think they are, I can see from their point of view how they would be offended by that. I mean, if I was a mean and stupid person, I would be offended if somebody made a video saying, "Sarah, you're a mean and stupid person." You just don't make videos calling people insane. Just like, you know, if you were to see a larger person, you don't say, "Hey, you're fat." You know, or if you see a really, really skinny person like me, you don't say, "Hey, you're anorexic." Unless you're being rude. You see what I'm saying? It may be true that that person is overweight. It may be true that that person is anorexic. But you don't call them out on something like that. Because it's rude, and people will take offense to that because it is offensive. I take offense when people say, you know, "You're too skinny, eat more," because a lot of the times I really do feel like I'm too skinny. It still hurts, and I take offense at that. And so even if these people are nuts, which they might not be, but even if they are, it's not right for me to make a video calling them nuts. So another reason, other than the fact that it was rude to make that video, that I am taking it down, another reason is for the fact, and I know this may be a really, really bad analogy, okay, but bear with me. When Jesus was being crucified, and there were all of these people who were killing him and nailing him to the cross and hanging him up there and mocking him and saying, "Well, you know, if you're Jesus, why don't you just prove it?" Okay? Jesus, he just said, "Forgive them, Father, they know not what they do." And if Jesus can forgive a bunch of people who were killing him and, you know, like, spreading all of these lies and saying, you know, "You're not God, that's untrue," and if he could just sit there and just take it and say, "Forgive them, they know not what they do," and they were killing him, okay? I should be able to forgive people who tick me off on the internet. You know, I just kept thinking, if God can go through that and forgive people who are killing him, I should be able to forgive people who I feel are, like, talking behind my back. Like, what is that compared to death? And honestly, I think the whole situation is ridiculous. All the fighting that went on back and forth between all of us over the past few days, I just think it's insane. But you know, I own up to what I did wrong. I own up to the fact that I'm the one that started this. I'm owning up to that, and I'm saying right now to any Darin fan that might be watching this, I apologize if I hurt your feelings. Now, originally my mom was going to be in this video, and she was going to, like, do all of this stuff to prove that I'm not a liar, which is, they were kind of accusing me of lying about a lot of stuff, and Mom was going to be in this video, and she was going to, you know, prove that I wasn't lying. But you know what? The whole thing is just silly. The whole thing. My part, their part, it's all just unnecessary. And the situation is what's crazy. And so I just decided, well, you know what? I'm gonna remove the videos. because they're not right. You know, that doesn't condone what I feel like I experienced with those fans. You know, I don't think it makes it right what they did, but whatever they did doesn't give me a good enough reason to make a video calling them all insane. You know, I think people are just tired of hearing me whine, and I think people are tired of hearing them whine. It's just silly, so, yeah. But thanks for watching the rants anyway, and thanks to anyone who was supportive of me, because I really do appreciate that. And, again, to any Darin fan that might be watching this, you know, I disagree with the way that you behave and with the way that you treat me, and I do feel like the statements that I made were very true, but it doesn't give me the right to make a video about it. I mean, sure, there's freedom of speech, and that's fine, and stating your opinion is fine, and, you know, some people would agree that I have every right to have kept those videos up, and I can understand that, and I partially feel that way. But as a Christian, I don't feel it's right, and that is why I've decided to take the videos down, and I apologize for anybody's feelings that might have got hurt, and that's it. So, thanks for watching. Bye.